Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, so hopefully you're having a good day. I am having a pretty all right day. I had the most amazing donut yesterday and today. So we had game day here at HCHQ yesterday, and Mike, who lives up in New Hampshire, brought down these crullers that were so good you want to cry. It was the best donut I've ever had. It was ridiculous. It was so good. And there were a couple left over. I may have had one right before the stream today. Just saying. Makes my day better. Anyway, So yeah, we're gonna try something different today. I apologize. We're a little late on this. Nope, there. So I got the ball game on. I'm watching the Reds game. We missed the first two. India struck out. Ellie flew out to center field. Warning track. I'm gonna be watching the ball game, talking about it a little. I got it in my ear here so I can hear it, and I'm watching it here and there, so y'all can have it. You may or may not care. Now I'm curious, timing wise, in that. So I got the count as 1-2 in the game. So I'm gonna be behind y'all. Anyway, you may or may not care, but I'm here to chat with y'all. It's not gonna be all baseball. I'll actually sit over here a little bit. I got some tea. We're here for the game. Just chill out. There you go. Anyway. Cool. I'm gonna try not to look at that. It was a weak ground out by Jimer. Oh, foul ball. Ouch. Ow. That hurts. If y'all have ever played baseball, you took a foul ball off your foot. That tickles. Anyway. So. Well, Rocky says, I like how my name's in all caps because it looks like, look at me! But it's always weird to see compared to everyone else. That's because that's how you put it in to Patreon, Rocky. I can change it. Up to you. I'm just saying. It's a copy. It's from the Google Sheet that's downloaded. That's all. So, yeah. All right. Normal the band says, just got a chance to see... to watch the Crescent Moon playthrough. Can't wait to see it featured again. I sure as hell can. Oof. Did not like that game. There you go. Candelario walks. He's got tendonitis in his knees, something he's going to be struggling with all year. It's going to be a pain in the butt. He's missed the last handful of games. Good to see him back in there. So, Steer, absolute stud. Oh, that's a good pitch. That's a good pitch. Yeah, I know. England's up 2-1 on Slovakia. Look, they're going to win. I mean, just, yeah. Anyways. No, baseball's my first love, Zivko, for sports. Apparently Steer's gonna make it out here. Oh, he lined it pretty hard, but it was a low liner right to the left fielder. So all right, you can't hit it hard. Hit it hard somewhere. It's all you can hope for. All right, Jakob says, Edward, please pick the last 4 games to start. I'll put in a $10 accumulator on it and donate the winnings to Heavy Cardboard. I'm terrible at sports betting, just so you know. I'm a square, just like 99.9% of the world is. But explain to me the last 4 games to start. Like, what am I picking here? Just straight up winners or what? Olivier says Blackbeard's looking good. We had a blast with that game. We really did. We're definitely going to stream it again with the advanced stuff. So looking forward to that. That was a lot of fun. Dave says, about to leave for another game of Arcs. Loving it. Hoping to start a campaign soon. You know what? I'll do this for you, Dave. I would suggest y'all tune in on July 4th. Oh, wait. Let me rephrase that. July 4th is going to be our pre-plays of the campaign. July 6th, Saturday, we're streaming all 3 campaign games in one day, in 3 streams. July 6th. Mark your calendars now. There you go. And Ellie is not human. Normal, he totally is not. We had a conversation last night. What's the best athlete you've ever seen? It's hard to go against Bo Jackson, but I never saw him in person. I haven't seen Ellie in person yet. Like saw him like just before he got called up last year. But Ellie is an absolute freak of nature. Yeah. Oh God, winners or spread. Baseball's so hard in any given time. I mean, my gut says Dodgers. The A's crushed the D-backs the other night. I don't. All right, hold on. You know what? This is gonna be hard to do, but I'm gonna try it. I'm trying to watch Hunter. Hunter Green's on the mound. Susceptible to the long ball, but otherwise absolute stud. Easy can of corn out to Fraley in right field. That's nice. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to look at baseball lines. All right. Kids, only bet where it's legal and only bet what you can afford to lose. Okay. So with that said, yeah, I think the Dodgers, who's going for them? Paxton against Bivens. Yeah, go with the Dodgers on that. Go with the D-backs, I guess. And you know what? I don't care what the money line is. Castillo's going for the Mariners, so go Mariners. And Twins Orioles, that should be a really good game. Go O's because they're the home team. And they're the better team this year, but whatever. I mean, details. So Hunter bringing heat. Just working 95 to 99. That's crazy. Anyway. I am not backing Hunt for Blackbeard, but that's because I get it as part of the sponsor. So yeah, I would otherwise, but yeah, Hunt for Blackbeard was really good. And here's the thing. As much as I enjoyed that, I enjoyed my playtest of the prototype of Coast Watchers even more. Coast Watchers was awesome. As a team game, was a blast. And even Mano y Mano is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to play that game. Well, okay. They gave him first, saying he got hit by pitch, but it looked like a swing. If you swing, it's a strike. No, he didn't swing. Clearly checked it. Okay, he didn't swing. Clearly didn't swing. The question is, did he actually get hit by the pitch? Never challenge. They're not challenging, but apparently he appealed on whether or not he... Like, the ump didn't say he got hit by a pitch. Brosen said he got hit by a pitch, and the ump gave him first base. What the hell is that? What? Okay. Terrible. Let's see. Good pitch. Jesus says, so no Liberty or Death on July 4th? No. The reason is we weren't able to get pre-plays of it in enough. We got one in, but that wasn't enough. So with that said, weak roller, tag the runner, no play at first. Bummer. All right. So we're pivoting to ARCs, and let's face it, I think ARCs is gonna be more appealing to more people. But we also, it's sponsored, but just, we tried. We just couldn't get the four of us together in a way that we were able to stream, or not stream, but pre-play Liberty or Death. And so we are able to use the 4th then as a pre-play for Arcs, and then we can stream it on the 6th. Olivier, going back to best athlete you ever seen in person, it says Connor McDavid. Fair. I think hockey players are ridiculous. The fact that they skate and can play that game. There you go. 5. Oh, there were 2 outs. My bad. 5-4 went short way. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hunter. Hit by pitch. It didn't look like it hit him, but whatever. Interesting fact, Hunter Green has puked last on the mound the last 2 times he's out. He's saying over hydration after the last outing where he just didn't look himself. They did a full workup, blood panel, and apparently wasn't sick, like he's okay. So that's why he's out pitching. I met Hunter Green, rookie baseball, when he played for Billings. We went to Western Colorado and watched a game there and got a picture with him. That was pretty cool. Golden Elephant Award. We will do a whole show for it when Martin comes back from his 2-month sabbatical, i.e. vacation. So we'll do it then. All right, Julius? Nah, just do straight winners, Jakob. Brock Lesnar, that is a huge human being. Like, I've never met him, but that's a huge human being. Ran into Grant Hill at the airport. He's very tall. I appreciate that, Ron. Says, hey, man. Hey. Really love the live plays of Oath and Arcs. Apparently the rest is just crap, but he appreciates those. So I appreciate that, Ron. Just got the games recently myself. Hope the next episodes of those coming soon. Again, July 6th. Thanks for being a killer board game channel. Cheers. Tell your friends. All right, potential $80 parlay here. All right, appreciate it, Jakob. All right, Freely's up. Looked at man, he got sick earlier this year, and he's been a singles hitter ever since he came back from that. Like, the dude, his slugging is non-existent. Don't know what happened. Don't know what's going on, but dude is just a slap hitter all of a sudden. No idea. Frustrating to see, for sure. Another layer asks, any chances for classic 6-player Dune? Maria, that'd be 3 players. Fire in the Lake, 4 players. Tricarian, 3-player maybe. With Dalgard's Academy on the stream. So let's see. Yes, we've done, but probably will do again. Yes, and probably. Hopefully that answers your question. Another layer. Y'all have no idea how hard this is to do with an AirPod in. Listen. Oh, Jesus. And okay. Slap hitter and then, or strikes out. 92 and blew him away. Come on, Jake. Netwilk, we are not streaming the campaign pre-plays. And that's an intentional choice by me because when we stream it, I want you guys to see it for the first time. So no pre-plays for the patrons, no nothing. That is a choice I'm making. So be there Saturday. Yeah, Sergio asks, did you get a chance to look at the contents of the Coffee Traders expansion? Yes, I have 2 copies of it downstairs. I'm curious what the designer idea is for it. I'll talk about that more later. I didn't like go through it in depth. I didn't read through the rule book of it yet, but come on, fellas. Marte just looked at a breaking ball at the top of the zone. Or just on the outside corner. Anyway. On that note, so here's what's coming this week. Tuesday, we got a 5-player Age of Steam map. What map? Not sure. Figure that out today. Wednesday will probably be, since I'm doing this, it's either going to be the unboxing of Epos, the prototype, or another top 10. If you want it to be another top 10, give me an idea for a top 10. So that, and then Saturday, 3 streams of ARCs, or you can eat. Then, stuff coming up in the very near future. Pax Porfiriana, Coffee Traders expansion, Pagan from Capstone, Pompero, maybe if there's demand for it, Distilled, Oath, Liberty or Death, Epos, and Struggle of Empires on July 20th. Jacob, damning with faint praise, says, by the way, I got lured into a game of 1822 CA, which is Canada, for those that don't know, and your stream of 1822 Great Britain. Surprisingly useful as a rules teach for CA as well. So thanks. You're welcome, I think. Wow, pitching duel so far. Just nothing going on in the game so far. A bunch of goose eggs. All right. Tom asks, have I ever played Age of Renaissance? Yes, I've played it. Wait, Age of Renaissance. That is the Martin Wallace, right? No, that's print. Shoot. Now I gotta look it up. Oh, that one. Oh, like you're talking Avalon Hill Age of Renaissance, right? That one. No, I have not. I do not own it either. Okay. No, I have not, Tom. Have you? I assume the answer is yes, or you have it and want me to learn it and teach you so that you can play it. Those are usually the only 2 questions I get for that from people. So, Tom, which is it? Rocky says, Nicholas Lidstrom, solid Hall of Famer. Hockey, yes. Hux asks, 3 Kingdoms Redux or Kalis for a better 3-player game in your honest opinion? Here's my question. Have y'all ever known me to lie? Ever? Just, I'm asking for a friend. That said, they're both great games. And Kalis plays 5? Let me look. Yeah. I think Kalis is really good at 3 and 4, right? Yeah, I'm looking at it now. 3 Kingdoms Redux is I mean, for a 3-player game, like, because I did my top 10, or my best game at every player count, right? 3 Kingdoms Redux is pretty close to perfect. Maria is fantastic as well. Kalis absolutely could be in that conversation. So it depends on what I'm... So hold on. Which is better, better 3-player game? To me, I would say 3 Kingdoms Redux. However, would I always want to play 3 Kingdoms Redux over Kalis? No, if I had 3 players. Just like, let me give another good example. Y'all know how much I like Age of Steam. Age of Steam is by far the best game system ever invented, in my opinion. But am I always in the mood for Age of Steam? No. Saturday, a lot of people were like, hey, let's play Age of Steam at game day. And I was like, you know what? We play enough of it on stream. I really don't want to play Age of Steam if we're not going to stream it. So yeah, I would say I think 3 TKR. I would say is it better? I mean, I think it's a near perfect 3-player game. But that's not to diminish Maria, Kalis, and there are some others that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. And depends on what I want to play, on whether or not I'd want to play one over the other, though. I think that's what you're asking, I think. Hey, Sue says, I also use the 1822 Teach to learn how to play 1822 Mexico. Just saying. It's got legs, y'all. Am I going to Essen this year? If I can find a place to stay, there's a very good chance of that. But I don't have a place yet. I don't have a bed. So we'll see. Timo says, hi there from Germany. Well, hi there from Boston. Well, not Boston proper, but close enough. We're like 22 minutes away. So, hi, Timo. Welcome. Walked him. Let him. Tom says, I have it. Know how to play it. Ready to teach anyone who wants to try it. I'll send it to you if you're interested or looking at it or trying it. I'll tell you what. Let me talk to the group, and if so, we might take you up on that. But let me get back to you on that, Tom. I appreciate the offer. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, no need to burn out on it. That's pretty much what it is. Like, I like variety. I don't always want to play certain games. Yeah. Top list of maps by player count. Okay. I appreciate the idea for content, and I'll probably do it at some point. But here's my question. Like, the spreadsheet already does that, doesn't it? Like, it tells you what player count to play at what map, right? I don't know if that, like... So one of the ideas was, I'm paraphrasing here, but top 10 expansions that don't suck. Top 10 expansions that are great. The top 10 expansions of all time. Oh, I can't imagine that would not lead to fights. That was a sick pitch right there. Sick pitch. Hunter. 2 down. 1 down. Sorry. If you're a hitter in Major League Baseball and you get a pitch up and a fastball up and in, are you not automatically looking down and away for the next pitch? I mean, look, these guys are. I was never a good hitter. I was a pitcher. But like, isn't that kind of the MO? You know. Waste one up and in, then go down and away. But again, when it's coming 90 plus is probably harder than I'm making it out to be. Fair. Just saying. Bob says, hi from Bosnia. Wow. All right. What's up, Bob? Hi from Boston. Oh, God. Andy says, we'll be in Boston down at Copley Place this week for a conference, bringing the wife and 2 teenage boys, doing whale watching and fireworks. Any advice? I mean, eat some seafood while you're here, provided that's your thing. The North End is amazing Italian food. Has a different vibe during the day versus the night. So, almost picked him. and sightsee if that's your thing. If you're interested, follow the Freedom Trail. Check it out. I'd recommend that. Oh God, he took off stealing. Hunter stepped off, but he got back in time. And that pitch was filthy. Just looked like he had a pitching wedge on that. Oh my God, that was filth. Absolute filth. Oh, he grooved that. Fairchild trapped it. Diving forward, hit right off the heel of his glove. Bummer. A line drive as an outfielder is the hardest ball to judge. That's hard. Jay Banjo says, picking up the subject of power grid maps, not yet streamed. Northern Europe. Would love to see that. I wrote down what maps that we hadn't streamed yet, and I can't find where I wrote it down. Can somebody figure out and post? Let me know. I'd appreciate that. I gave the guys the option of streaming Power Grid or Age of Steam on Tuesday. They said Age of Steam, so we're doing Age of Steam. So if you want more Power Grid, you need to tell them, not me. I tried. Guest or Robin Hood? Is it guest or jest? Nasty. Is getting a lot of buzz. Is it something we may see on the show at some point? Have I tried it? I haven't, but a few of the guys in the group have. They really liked it. Thought it was good. We may. It's not a priority, but we may. Liberty or Death is going to be the priority as far as any GMT game. Hey, Sue says the spreadsheet does do a good job of that, same as BGG top list of any kind, but it's great to hear the opinions why. All right, that's fair. That is a fair point, Jesus. Engagement farming? I don't know what that's reference to, Rocky. I am unfamiliar with that term. Come on, get there. Yes! Way to get there, Will! There's a line drive just inside the left field line. I guess you guys saw it. All the way over there. It was close. Will tracked it down. Nice. Top 10 games you don't like, but do something you find fascinating. Give me an example, Adam. And I'll be honest, no, that's not really negative. It's not going to be a very long list. Like, I don't know how I'd come up with 10 games I don't like that do something fascinating. Yeah, yeah, give me an example, Adam. Oh, one more thing, Andy. If you're going to the North End, check out Modern... it's Modern Pastry, right? That's the name of it, right? Let me look it up. Give me a second. Yeah, Modern Pastry. There are, hold on. So there's a fight between which pastry shop is best in the North End. It's either Mike's or Modern. It's I guess Bova's is also in the discussion. So those three. But if you want to have some fun, by the way, if you go to anything but restaurants in the North End, including pastry shops, it's cash only. So be prepared for that. But I think it would be a lot of fun, and I would recommend this, is if you go to the North End, I would check out all three pastry shops, buy the same thing from all three. Either the cannoli is the obvious, or the ricotta pie is also wonderful if you like not super sweet, as I do, but I digress. But Modern, Mike's, and Bova, and they're all, you can walk it. You can walk the North End. Parking's a mother bear, but it sounds like you're going to be flying in, so you'd be walking anyways. You maybe, depending on where, I don't know where Copley Square is in regards to the North End, but maybe you Uber over and then walk around the North End. But you go hit all three and try and decide which is your favorite. Definitely recommend. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, but Bova, Mike's, or Modern, and Modern is the right answer. Far and away. Anyway. Would have been entertaining watching you guys bash it out in some Texas Hold'em sometimes. So, interesting. That's never going to happen, Strybarn, but what Will Benson does Will Benson things, and by that I mean strike out. Frustrating. I have toyed with the idea of doing a poker vlog, but it's the editing that has me. Yeah. I don't know if I can dedicate the time to edit a poker vlog, but yeah, that's the problem. Why am I a Reds fan, or how am I a Reds fan? From Portland, Oregon, although I'm a bit of a mutt. That was up. Good. I grew up an Eric Davis fan. I loved Eric Davis, and Portland didn't have any baseball. This is before Griffey, got drafted and came up with the Mariners. And been a Reds fan my whole life. So, that's simple. Barry Larkin, Eric Davis, Paul O'Neill, Hal Morris, Nasty Boys, but mostly Eric Davis and Barry Larkin. Oh, now I get it, Rocky. Really? I do that? That hurts. Wow. Lost it in the sun. Oh, he almost dropped it. Oh, they almost lost it in the sun. But yeah, Rocky, that's kind of messed up. Getting people angry so they comment, being snarky for something you said earlier. Really? You're intimating that I do that? Really? Wow. That kind of hurts. Okay. Well. Anyway, have a good one, Jesus. Quadro Skeptic says, ahoy, I believe you've played First Rat. Oh, go back. Get out. Off the base of the wall. Dig. He's in. Sliding double. There you go, India. That's 8 straight games for India with a double. First player to do it in baseball in 5 years. That last part I didn't know. The other part I did. He's just smoking the ball right over his head to the base of the wall. Nice. Yes, I really, really enjoyed my play of First Rat. I thought it was adorable, but I also thought it was a really cool game. I don't have a copy, but if I ever get a copy, that's something we'll definitely stream. Also says, are you still in touch with any South Africans since your time there? I've never been to South Africa. I think you're confusing me with someone else. Another layer says you didn't put Through the Ages and Dominant Species on the previous top for X player counts. Are those two fading for you? It has a little can of corn shallow center for Ellie. Blah. I haven't played Through the Ages in 5 years, maybe more. So I would like to. I just haven't. So is it fading? I guess from it just hasn't gotten to the table in forever standpoint. And Dominant Species? No, we just played Dominant Species on stream. It's not fading. Just I think Dominant Species is great 4 to 6. I just don't think it's the best game at those player counts. There's literally can only be one game at each player count that is the best. Does that mean you don't like or those others aren't good? No, it just means there can only be one. Like Highlander. Maybe I should do a top 10 at each player count. Like top 10 3-player games. Maybe that'll get people not stressed. Ah, okay, Rocky. Gotcha. Yeah, so, all right, top 10 list, people. What do you got? What do you want to see from me? Yeah, I like the idea of expansions that don't suck or, you know, the best expansions, whatever, frame it however you want. Looking, where did my pen go? There it is. You know what's funny? So I won't do this in the in that video, but like I don't want to reward expansions that feel like either they fixed the game or should have been part of the base game. So like Tuscany, I would never include that. The Dark Alley for Tricarian, I would never include that. Because the first one fixes the base game and the second one is really the base game, right? So yeah, those I would never include in that. But interesting. Top 10 Age of Steam maps regardless of player count. See, that I like. I like that. Natoka's board games, I think. Natoka, yeah, I think that's right. Natoka's, right? So, yeah. How about just straight up top 10 Age of Steam maps? What else? Come on! You guys don't want to see like top 10 worker placement game, top 10 auction game, top 10 whatever? Yeah, 10 expansions that make a game a good game greater or a great game even better. Yeah, like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, I went through when I was toying with the idea of this. Hunter, just filth. I was looking at like some of the top 50 expansions on BGG, and I was like, nope. Top 10 GMTs, man. See, the problem is I haven't played enough. There aren't enough splatters for a top 10 because we're not going to count the little guys. Oh, the storm has come. It is out there. I get the blinds open in here, and yep, it's starting to pour down out there. Okay. I mean, I'm not shooting them down. I'm just saying top 10. Haven't played. Now, yeah, Jakob, do you mean like top 10 games I most want to play that I haven't? I think that's interesting. Rocky, that actually was my number one top 10 that was the original thing I was planning on doing, which is underutilized game mechanics. Like, you know what? I think that's actually a really good way to frame that. I like that. But yeah, top 10 games I most want to play. Yeah, and Shrey, that's what I noticed as well. He says there aren't that many expansions that significantly improve the game for me. I get that. I really do. Top 10 games in my shelf of shame. Shelf of opportunity. Try and keep it positive. But also, that's kind of like, I would say, most want to play. Like, haven't played. Top 10 fiddly but worth it. Okay, I actually like that one. I like that a lot. Ian says, read top 10s. They're pretty ubiquitous in board gaming because they tend to get high views. I learned that. However, it all becomes the samey quickly, but I appreciate you trying to do something different and interesting. Yeah, like I don't want to do top 10 worker placement games. Who gives a shit? I mean, there are a million of those lists, right? Trying to do different. What's up, Joe? I like that. Yeah, I like that, Jakob. Games you most want to play. Not games that are about to be released, but, you know, Old Avalon Hills or out of print or whatever. You know what? I love that. I love that idea. Somebody also said, thinky fillers. I feel like I did that before, but like a top 6 of it. But yeah, I could do that. Top 10 hardest teaches. Looking at you, Feudum. It's kind of universal. We know that, right? Let's see. Best themes. Best themes. Ooh, straight gas. I'll put it down here, but oh, I missed this one, Steel Band. Sorry. Top 10 games from different time periods. Ancients, medieval, sci-fi, future. Here, okay. So, it's easy to say this, but here's my question, Steel Band. Top 10 games from different time periods. Does that mean I pick one game from Napoleonics? I pick one game from the Civil War. I pick one from ancient Rome. I pick one, or are you saying like the top 10 games of ancients? Like, you see what I'm saying? So be specific. And I'm not picking on you. I'm just, when we come up with these lists or these ideas for lists, what I notice happens is it either becomes a nonsensical thing, like it's too broad, or it just sprawls out of control. Like, give me a specific theme or a specific thing. Like the underutilized mechanics. That is a perfect example. I actually brought this up in our local Slack channel, and it went off the rails because, like, I'm asking for a very specific thing. Which mechanic or which mechanism specifically? It has to be described. It can't be nebulous. So again, I'm not picking on you specifically. I'm just saying we need to have it narrowed down to a very specific thing. So I'm just top 10 designers. Mataba. Ha. Oh, smoked it right at him at first. Just smoked it. It says grounds out, first baseman Goldschmidt. Doesn't do it justice. Shot a laser beam to Goldie that somehow didn't put a hole in his glove. And he's out. That's a more apt description. Anyway, top 10 designer. Okay, Mataba. Same question for you. Top 10 designer in what regard? Is it my favorite? Is it the most accomplished? Is it most prolific? Top 10 design. Be specific here. So I'm gonna challenge y'all. I appreciate the ideas. Greatly, but I want specifics that y'all are asking for. Best game at each footprint, Rocky says. So, like, are we talking like from airplane table games up to can't fit on my table? Is it one per? Is it 10 at each? What is it? 10 games I don't want to play again. See, now we're starting to get into, I appreciate that. That's specific. But is that, I don't want to be like some of the other channels out there that just crap on designers or games. These are people's babies, or publishers for that matter. Like, oh, I can appreciate it, just not for me. Like, how does that move anything forward? How is that? I'm trying to think of how I can do that positively. I appreciate the idea, though. Lawrence Summers, I appreciate that, but can you... I have no idea what you're asking there, so try and reframe that, and I'll ask it, and I'll try and answer it, okay? Hardest teaches. I mean, they're going to be predominantly war games, I would think. But, I mean, Asgard would be in there. Feudum's got to be in there. Root's got to be in there. So, yeah. Oh, 50 pitches through 4 innings. Not going to get it done, boys. Not going to get it done. Top 10 reason board gamers should watch baseball. He says, I love it myself, though we're not that many in Sweden. That's fair. What's your favorite team, Anders? And why you should, I mean, if you play board games, you like slower paced stuff, is a general rule, I think. So I feel like baseball would appeal. Or soccer. Soccer also. I mean, that makes sense. It's a slower paced game. Zivko, top 10 small box games that pack a big punch. I'll put it down here. Heavy card games with no board. How, like, are we talking just, okay, here's an example, another layer. Glory to Rome has a board, sort of, but not really. Do you count that? Like, where do you draw that line? Like, literally, there can be no physical thing where you put something on it. This is an interesting idea, Adam. Top 10 designers you want to make more games. Now, what those are two different things. And then he says basically designers that have made phenomenal games, but nothing recently. So, top 10 one-hit wonder designers? Like, the top 10 designers you want to make more games. Like, Splotter has put one out fairly recently, but I'd like them to make more games. Would they be considered that, right? So I'm asking for specifics because I feel like you're asking two different questions there. Top 10 board game concepts or mechanisms that would be good to add. That would be good to add to different sports. Steven says top 10 games you love in your group hates or vice versa. He says, look, my group keeps wanting to play TI4, but I'm all set. I mean, I don't want Aegis Theme to get into that. All right, Steelban says like your top 9 one from each setting. Okay. All right. Okay. I dig that. Okay. Ooh, I like that. That's fun, Ian. Rather than a top 10, what about 10 games the crew disagrees strongly on? Filthy. I dig that. I like that a lot. Okay. That might have to be a remote, or if not a remote, have like multiple people in here for. But here's the thing. See, I'm trying to keep these quick. That is almost podcasty. But that's a really interesting idea, Ian. I like that a lot. Hi, Brianna. Joe says, see, I like interesting themes in big Euros. Galactic Cruise is literally running a rocket factory, but the cruise element could have been mining stuff because it's background, but cruise is a fun theme. Yeah, it's Disney in space. It's Disney Cruise Lines in space. 100%. I dig it. I totally agree with you, Joe. I think they did a wonderful job with Galactic Cruise. And when I'm building the modules in my ship, I try and think about it like thematically, like where would I put down by the engines? Yeah. So I dig that. I agree. So Matt says best older or lesser known games that are better than the current popular title with similar mechanism. So you're saying, oh, if you like new hotness game A, go check out game B. I dig that. Top 10 favorite designers and their best games. I dig it. Yeah, see these top lists now. Yeah, it's interesting because like I still love Through the Ages, even though I haven't played it in forever, and same with Dominant Species. But now people are asking, oh, do you not like those as much? And I'm like, so like I'm thinking, oh, favorite designers. Oh, so if I put a favorite designer at 8 instead of 2, are they gonna get butthurt? Right? It's interesting. I think it's funny. Top 10 designers that rarely miss. So like Splatter. Right. Um, yeah, no, I'm not going to do negative lists. I'm just not. Their entire catalog and ones with the most over a certain threshold. Yeah, so like take Knizia. Knizia is fascinating, right? He has hundreds, if not over 1,000 designs at this point published. Most of them are, but oh my God, does he have, when he hits. You know, we're going to overlook Cascadero and that dog, but whatever. That has been very contentious here at HCHQ. Whoo! Hunter. Filth. Yeah, that rarely miss. I mean, yeah. I dig that idea because that allows me to go in a lot of different directions and break out war game stuff and train game stuff. And yeah, I mean, the only downside to that though, Joe, is don't people know that already? Right? Yeah, but hold on. The whole point of these top 10 lists is honestly to get more eyes on the channel. Let's just be honest, right? It's candy. But most of y'all would be able to pinpoint who the, like, let's just brainstorm just off the top of our heads, right? So a top 10 designers that rarely miss, right? So Splatter, consider Yoris and Jeroen because they always design together. That's 1, right? Cole Worley, that's 2. I mean, if you don't like Vital's stuff, that's fine. But fact is, the majority, I mean, it sells. So Vital, that's got to be up there. David Thompson has got to be up there. And then war game stuff. Oh my God, there's so many. Mark Herman, right? But here's the thing. Y'all know all those names. So maybe I could still do it even if it's not necessarily for y'all. Because if we're trying to get more eyes, be like, oh, who is this guy? And then maybe it gets them into heavier games. That's valid. That's valid. That's a fair point, Joe. So I'm just working my way through it. By the way, I think we're done. Almost done with the first tee. Espen says, BGG got some info under your profile and stats, overrated games, underrated games, sharing your top 10 on these. Like, is this a new feature that I am unaware of on BGG? Like, yeah, I'm curious. Like, what do you think? Help me out. Unpack that a little for me, Espen. Oh, okay. Tie the top 10 in with a stream for that week. Okay. Now I get it, Lawrence. Okay. I dig that. As best we can. I like that idea. Whew, this is a pitcher's duel. Just nobody's making hard contact for the most part. Wow. Shrey is the arbiter of these things. He says, Glory to Rome would count as not having a board, just like Pax Porfiriana. The board isn't meaningful. Okay. So, but like through the ages, it would, because it has the tracks and everything. Okay. All right. That's fair. I'll buy that. Best game, like, but see, okay, so Timo, so now we're getting into best game, favorite title of a publisher, but that's not really a top 10. That's just list a number, right? You see what I'm saying? That makes this hard. Where do you draw that line? Toasty Bear, top 10 Euro resources you'd like to eat. I feel like that's something that actual would do. I dig it. That's cute. That's funny. Oh, a little can of corn. There we go. Hey, sometimes that's all it takes, Stewie. There we go. Oh God. You know what? I think we have our top 10 for this week. Dr. Viz might have just gotten it over on Twitch. Top 10 games that I wish got an expansion. You know, now that, okay, there is one game that jumps out in my head, but wow, maybe that's harder than I think. Okay, just throw out random games that I like, right? That, like Dominant Species. Does it need an expansion? No. Oops. Sorry. Ear itched. Now I gotta catch this back up. Hold on. Now I'm behind. Hold on one second. Because again, I have the game on my phone here, so that's what I'm listening to. Because I tried to get my my AirPods to work with the computer. Doesn't work. Stole second. Yeah, baby. Way to go, Stewie. There we go. Got it synced up now. All right. Yeah, that's actually harder because, getting back to this, games that I wish had an expansion. Oh, he smoked it right at him. Oh, he smoked that. Oh, well, I can't blame Will on that one. I hear you, Adam. I like that. Okay, there we go. Zivco, top 10 games that make you want to learn more about them, more about like the history or whatever. Dig it? Top 10 under the radar ones, just in general. Yeah, some of these are really good and really hard to make these lists. This is a quick game. We're already halfway through. So let's see. Here we go. Ian says, if you're looking for new subscribers, what about top 10 that exemplify heavy cardboard? I don't want to make it that on the nose. I mean, the top 10 lists are because everybody likes top 10 lists. Like, I don't mess with, you know, a lot of board game stuff, like watching other stuff and other top 10 lists and whatever. But when it comes to, I don't know, top 10 upcoming video game RPGs in 2024 or 2025. I'm watching that because I want to know. And I find that useful. Or top 10 whatever movies. Sure, I'll check it out. So it draws people in that way, more organically. I appreciate that, though. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go do this. Under your profile, stats, statistics. Okay, so profile, stats, statistics. Okay, there are links there. If you show the difference between, it requires you to have rated games on BGG, which I have not done in years and years and years. But that's cool. I dig that, Espen. I like that. Okay, I appreciate that. It's good knowledge. Yeah. There is top rated games, largest disparity in ratings, overrated games, underrated games, played in unrated. I like that. I think I might get into doing that. That's pretty cool. That's useful, Espen. Thank you. Oh yeah, my favorite splatter spell in box backs because they're all blank. That's funny. Top 10 games where the mechanism nails the theme. So like Mr. President, Hegemony, Obsession, or like that just nail the theme, I would say. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that sounded hard hit. Really wasn't. Good job keeping him to a single. All right. Oh, you people in your soccer. Did y'all see that I assume it was an oligarch or some rich person paid like, was it 10 million to the Georgian team for their win, and they'll double it if they beat Spain? So y'all see where it says foul bunt right there? That foul bunt made it to the dugout. Like that was a hard hit foul ball that was bunted. That was chin my chin now. Yay, yummy. Yeah, if you're gonna bunt, dude, like you should be at the front of the box. I don't understand these guys that bunt from like where they normally stand in the batter box. Whoa, that was close. With Ellie going out from short and Benson coming in from left field. They're laughing about it now, but those are two big dudes. 6'5", 6'6", respectively. And that's coming from somebody who's 6'2", who these guys dwarf me. Huh. All right. Oh, my hands are super dry. All right, so we're going to talk. Okay, enough of the top 10 list. I got legit, like, I have a lot. All right, enough with the giving up hits now, Hunter. Come on. 84 pitches? 84 pitches. 4 1/3 plus in. All right. All we need is a little ground ball here. Let's see. Oh, he's the ex-president. Ex-prime minister. That was it. Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. I hope they win for their sake. Because I imagine, I mean, if you're playing for Georgia, I'm sure you're a professional soccer player in various leagues, but you're probably not getting, stupid money. So I think the extra money is awesome. They go into Sizzler. What was I going to say? All right. So quick recap of this week. I have it written down on my little Post-it note. Oh no. Hard hit single through the right side. No play at the plate. Cut it. Nope. Didn't cut it. And was nowhere near. All right. So content this week. Tuesday, 5-player Age of Steam. Wednesday, either the Epos unboxing, which that campaign's starting later. I guess it's still technically next month, but later in July. And then Thursday, which is July 4th, we are doing some arcs. We're doing the campaign off camera. And then Saturday, 3 streams starting at 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern. 3 streams. The entire campaign will be done on Saturday. And then other things that are coming soon. Pax Porfiriana, Coffee Traders with the expansion, Pagan from Capstone, maybe Pompero, Struggle of Empires, 6 players. We are doing that on July 20th. Distilled, More Oath, Liberty or Death, and Epos. So, and obviously there will be others, but those are the shortlist games. Hey, Serbia in the house. What's up, Mirren? Cool. All right. So what else? There were other things I was going to talk about. I am trying to remember what those are now. Total brain cramp. Yeah, total brain cramp. I don't know. All right. Huh. What do y'all want to talk about? I mean, we could always talk more baseball. We could talk poker. Things that interest me that aren't board games. He almost hit him on that pitch. Does it show it? I'm curious. Is it? Yeah, that second pitch almost got him. He is living in Contreras' kitchen. Wow. Craig, I literally just talked about it. Like, did you not? Come on, Craig. Back it up and listen. I literally just talked about that. What do I think of the pitch clock now that it's been around for over a year? I think it's enhanced the game. I think it's a good thing. Come on, Hunter, quit nibbling. I think it's improved the pace of the game dramatically. Because you think of, like, I mean, the one that comes to mind is like Nomar Garcia Parra back in the day with the batting gloves constant. Oh, you finally hit him. Whew. Yes, Saturday, Craig. 3 streams. Oh, here we go. The on-field delay that you see is the Cardinals are whining because Hunter hit him. Okay. Oh, Contreras is still barking. Oh, just shut up. Just shut up. Shut your pie hole. Oh, okay. All right, bases loaded, 1 out. Come on, Hunter, bear down. Let's go. Just get him to roll over one. Come on, Hunter. Oof. Filthy splitter. Oh, that's unhittable. There's just nothing you can do with that pitch. Just unhittable. Nah. He held on to the ball too hard on that one. 98, about 6 inches outside. It never looked like a strike. He missed the spot, but if you miss off the plate. He did. He missed in. That thing ran hard in. Come on, Hunter. Whoo! Got away with one. Whoo! That brought rain. Short right center. There was no way he was. No, but not even Ellie scoring on that one. Wow, that thing. He hit that a mile up there. What do I think about the unwritten rules in baseball? They're coming and getting Hunter, and he's pissed about it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, he hasn't taken him out yet. They're having a conversation. Hunter's like, yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, all right, fine. They're all giving him congrats, and he's pissed, though. He's like, yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah. All right. Like, he's not angry. He's a competitor. Wants to stay in there. All right, Sam Mole. Soft tossing lefty coming in. All right. Big spot. Real big spot. Gonna face Donovan here, so, okay. All right. Let me move that back over there. All right, cool. Let's see. Unwritten rules of baseball. I think most of them are dumb. I think some of them are just... I think some of them are sportsmanship related. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, if it's late in the game and you're up 1,000,000 runs, don't bunt. You know, like that type stuff. Or you're up 1,000,000 runs and it's late in the game and you're not at Coors Field, don't steal bases. Like, to me, that feels like a sportsmanship thing. Now, I also get the argument that, you know what? It's their job to stop you. I get it. But a lot of it is, I like to see that a lot of it's going away with the new generation. Like the bat flips, you know what? You don't like the bat flip? Guess what? Make a better pitch. As a pitcher, I appreciate it. You know what? I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think, so you know what? Now I'm going to go look these up here. All right, so let's go through the wiki page here. Do not bunt to break up a no-hitter. I agree with that one. As a pitcher, I'm sorry, I do agree with that. Yeah, I feel strongly about that one. Okay. Oh. Hold on, shoot. I messed that up. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me get back. You know what? That's good enough. That's fine. That's okay. There we go. Oh, good pitch. Yeah, you got me fired up now about the unwritten rules. Let's see here. Do not swing on a 3-0 when your team is comfortably ahead. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I hear you. I get it. But again, as a pitcher, like, I shouldn't groove it. Do not spend time admiring a home run that you hit. I'm fine with that. Admire it. You know what? You earned it. That's fine. As long as If I strike your ass out or I break your bat, then I get to celebrate as the pitcher. Where the problem at? It's a two-way street. Let's see. Don't steal. If you again, that's to me a sportsmanship. I think that's don't steal if you're ahead by a bunch. Yes. Don't swing at the first pitch of an at bat if the pitcher is allowed back-to-back home runs. What? That's stupid. That's dumb. No. Do not work the count if your team is winning or losing by a significant amount. What? Put in a good at bat. That's stupid. Good job, Mole. A little weak grounder to first. There we go. Don't rub the spot where you hit by a pitch. Yeah, that's a real thing because you don't want to show that you're vulnerable or that it actually hurt. You can bitch and moan all you want. Don't rub it. That's a real thing. Don't walk in front of the catcher or umpire when walking to the batter's box. Whatever. Do not stand on the dirt near home plate when the pitcher's warming up. Yeah, that's just rude. Like, don't be an asshole. I'm okay with that. Don't assist a member of the opposing team. I'm a little conflicted on that one. Again, sportsmanship comes into play here. Don't speak to a pitcher who's in the process of throwing a no-hitter. That's just superstition, and that's a real thing. So that's okay. For the pitcher, a pitcher is removed from the game in the middle of an inning must stay in a dugout till the end of the inning. Yeah, you put your ass in that jam. The pitcher coming in, you better be there to support him who's coming to try and take you out of the jam. Like, for instance, what just happened. Hunter Green is right there on the rail waiting for Mole to finish what the jam that he got him and he got him out of. You congratulate him, then you can go ice up, you can go do whatever. Yes, that's a real thing. Pitcher should not indicate displeasure if one of his fielders commits an error. We're human. It happens. Okay. Yeah, all right. Whatever. But yeah, I think that's how I feel about those. Mirren asks, are you going to make any content for the new Uwe Rosenberg Black Forest? Maybe. All right, India, let's start us off. I'm looking who's doing Black Forest. Fearland Spiele. Yeah, there's hopefully it's Capstone. So if they want me to, I will. If we can work together on that. So we'll see. Normal says, if the unwritten rules were so important, they'd write them down. Yeah, I forgot. That one's empty. Hard hit to Nolan Arenado, but unfortunately that's where ground balls go to die. Arenado is the modern day Brooks Robinson at third base. Although yesterday, 2 errors. It happens. Have I ever played Geronimo? It's a bit like a proto coin game. I have not, Tom. Griff Dog, what's up? Intrigued that a Boston guy is a fan of the Big Red Machine. Oh, and I mean the team, not the band. A, not a Boston guy. I just live here. And B, I'm from Portland, Oregon originally, which also makes no sense whatsoever. I get it, but no, I just grew up an Eric Davis, Barry Larkin fan. So, and let me ask you all this. For those that are sports fans, which I think the most of y'all still watching are, I feel strongly that you cannot change allegiance to a team as an adult. One exception. If the city you are living in gets a new team, you can switch to that new team because team didn't exist. That makes sense to me. But I'm a Reds fan. Doesn't matter where I live. I'm a Reds fan. I don't care that I hate ownership and we are perpetually terrible. I'm a Reds fan. It's what it is. I hate Jerry Jones as an owner. I'm a Cowboys fan. What can I do? Nothing. I feel very strongly. That would be an unwritten rule of sports fandom. but I feel strongly about that one. So. Normal, the band said, there's also a part of it where everybody's job is to entertain. I mean, they are entertainers. I mean, every athlete is an entertainer, as well. Get foul. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Normal, the band says, as a consumer, I want to see players who give it their all at all times. I agree. Hustling to first base on a ground out. You know what? Look, if you're nursing an injury, go. Warning track. Ellie, boo. Bah. Went the other way though. Good to see. But unless you're nursing an injury, you ought to be busting it. Hustle never slumps, right? I agree with that. But if you're nursing an injury, look, if you didn't leg out a ground ball to first, or a routine grounder, and it keeps you in the lineup, I'm okay with that. Like, that makes sense. Like, oh God, he smoked it right at him again. So a good example is Candelario, the guy who just lined out to right. Man, we're actually hitting the ball pretty hard now. If he didn't bust it down the first base line, I'm okay with that because I know he's got a bum knee right now. I get that. Whereas Ellie ought to be busting it. And he does, to be fair. I think Ellie is amazingly good for the game, too. Anyway. These unwritten rules are suspiciously written out. The Portland Beavers. Yes, I have gone to a number of Beavers games. In fact, my first ever concert, I was 10 years old, was after a Beavers game. It was my all-time favorite band growing up, Beach Boys. So I got to see the Beach Boys. Portland Civic Stadium. I don't think that exists anymore. But yeah. So I was a Beavers fan. But I wasn't a fan of... I don't even know who the Beavers are the AAA team for. Oh, was. Hold on, was. Oh, wow, they don't even exist anymore. The PC... What? Hold on. They were placed for sale in 2010 in relocation because of the lack of a suitable stadium in Portland. PGE Park was being remodeled into a soccer-only configuration for the MLS. That's what we were talking about the other day, Shrey, for the Timbers. So the owner of the Padres bought them in 2010. They were moved to southern Arizona, became the Tucson Padres. The Padres instead moved to El Paso, Texas, and became the El Paso Chihuahuas. Wow, that's sad. Huh. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, see, Griffdog says the Reds have had some great teams. We have. 1990 would like to stand up and be recognized. Same with 95, even though it was for naught. But 2013 wasn't as great, but whatever. I'm from Pittsburgh originally, lives in Seattle now, still a Bucks fan. Gotta be. I hear you. Dude, Skeens is for real. It's a good get by you guys. Okay, Craig says, okay, second exception. Your kid starts going to a new school, but I live in the Southeast. That's fair, because college sports in the South. Like, nobody up here really cares about college sports. That was a strike. Oh, that... Yeah, I guess he just missed with it. Just missed. But yeah, the Southeast is It hit his glove. Jumped as high as he could and hit just off the tip of his glove. All right. Look, if it hits your glove, you're supposed to catch it, but if you go up as high as you can, nothing you can do about that. Oh. Marte's going to be really, really good. Anyway. Yeah, so Northeast, I mean, I suppose people care about the hockey teams up here, but honestly, nobody ever, like, on sports radio up here in Boston, there's never any talk about college sports. Even though the BC get their football games are on the radio sometime, but nobody cares because BC sports sucks. Who cares? Yeah, it's interesting. So as an Oregon fan, obviously, I'm really excited about this coming season. A lot. But I also hate being emotionally invested in a sport that is played by 18 to 22-year-olds. That's stupid, but stressful. So stressful. No, the Portland Beavers weren't the Reds AAA back in the day. No. It's been the Louisville Cardinals for... not Cardinal. Louisville Bats. All up in his kitchen for that strikeout. Nice pitch, Maul. Yeah, I mean, you grew up in Pittsburgh. I get it. Like, yeah. I mean, Bucks, Steelers, and Penguins. That makes sense. I get it if you don't have a strong, like, allegiance, like, to a league, right? Like, I don't have a soccer team. I mean... because I just don't care that much about soccer. Like, I would like to have a Premier League team, but I can't be bothered. I just can't. Hockey, became a Canucks fan because best friend was season ticket holder for the Canucks. Plus, they are the closest team to Portland. Also, interesting note, the only time I've been a season ticket holder for anything, it was the Greenville Growl when I lived in Greenville. And Burroughs was a player for them and ended up becoming a player for the Canucks. So that was a happy coincidence. Little dying quail to center field for the single. Shrey, does Jerry Jones have kids involved with the team? Yes. Stephen Jones is actually the GM, and he's pretty much running things more in a better capacity than Jerry did. And so that's a good thing, but it's still, I'm looking forward to when Jerry Jones isn't involved. So, yeah. The way he did Tom Landry was terrible, and yeah, I'm just never been a Jerry Jones fan. Normal the band. Have I seen Trevor Bauer's YouTube recently? He's mic'd on the mound. It's interesting to hear him talk through his pitches and strategies. Bits and pieces, but I didn't know he actually did that during games. That's awesome. I might check that out. I know. Trevor Bauer. I get it. But I would find that interesting. The thought process on the mound. That's pretty good. Tom says the Northeast cares more about college education than college sports. That is true. I never met someone who went to an Ivy League school and that wasn't covered outside the first 3 sentences of us meeting. That's not entirely true. But I get the sentiment. I get it. Like, Jess went to Northeastern, but she doesn't really talk about that. So, maybe not Ivy League, and you get the idea, though. Hillsborough has a team, huh? Really? That's cool. Didn't know that, Griff Dog. Oh, good pitch. RG Martin says, my number 2 favorite team is whoever's playing the Braves. I get that. For me, it's whoever's playing the Cubs or Cardinals. Okay. So, teams you hate the most. All right. I'm gonna have to try and figure this out. So, let's see. Teams I hate the most. Like, wouldn't piss on if they were on fire. Let's see. The Cubs, the Cardinals, the Bruins. I'm still bitter about 2011. And I hate, I'm out of hockey mode, so, Jesus, help me out with his name. Oh my God, I can't, Marchand. Again, wouldn't piss on it if it was on fire. I hate Florida State. I'm supposed to hate UW more than I do for Washington. I hate Notre Dame because they feel like they're just the epitome of entitled, and they feel like they should be special, be independent, and have special rules apply to them. Screw you. I don't hate Edmonton or Calgary as much as I'm supposed to in hockey. But yeah, baseball, it's definitely the Cards and Cubs. I don't hate the Brewers and Pirates. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. College football, I'm supposed to hate Oregon State and UW, but I don't. I don't like them. I probably hate USC more. The Ohio State. I imagine that's going to become quite the rivalry now that we're in the Big Ten. So that's not going to be hard to hate them. Hockey, it's the Bruins. In the NFL, like the Eagles, duh, and the Skins. Okay, the Washington Football Club. They're the Redskins. So there's that. But outside of that's all the teams I really hate. So favorite team is my favorite team. So Cincinnati Reds, Oregon Ducks, Dallas Cowboys, and Vancouver Canucks. Get there! Damn it! It's going to score another run. Another run. Golly, scored from first. 3-0. Oh, he didn't. I thought second and third. He held him at third. So it's only 2-0. Okay. I mean, it was a good pitch. You got it off the end of the bat. Just a little dying quail in the right center. What can you do? You made a good pitch. Whatever. Tip your cap. That's that. Have I ever watched any of the Banana Ball stuff? Yes. I actually watched a couple of their live streams, and I'm subscribed to one of their guys, Rack, I think. He's a little heavy-handed on the church stuff, but hey, you do you. But it's really fascinating. Seems like a really good dude, and he has a good message, so that's cool. And the Banana Ball is awesome. We tried to get tickets, we could not. Tried when we took the kids to Disney World last year. Tried to get Bananas tickets while we were down going through Savannah because I was stationed in Beaufort, South Carolina, and I took them onto the base while we were driving down south. Tickets were like $400 a piece, and I'm just no. With a family of 6, that's just not happening. So we tried, but I think it's awesome. I think it's a fantastic way to get people interested in the sport, and I appreciate it. It's the Harlem Globetrotters, but real, of baseball, and it's fantastic. If you've not seen it, I really highly recommend going and checking out their stuff. It's really good. It's entertaining as all get out. Walks are a little bit different. If a fan catches a foul ball on the fly, it's an out for the fielding team. It's fantastic. It really is good. And it's 2 hours. It's a time game or 9 innings, and it doesn't matter how many runs you score in an inning. If you score 10 runs and the other team scores 0 in their half of the inning, you win that inning 1-0. I think that's an awesome way to go about it. Except the 9th inning counts for real runs for the team that's behind, I think, or something like that. And it's awesome. Whoa. Derek? No, Derek. Have a good day. Goodbye. No, we can't have that, Derek. I'm sorry. Sorry, Derek. Derek's on timeout now. Hey, I can be petty. I'm fine with that. All right, let me get that back up. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Jakob says, I get Oregon State. Shouldn't you hate Stanford more? No, Stanford isn't good. Now, that's a school that surprises me. I feel like if you can make it into the school, you should just always go to Stanford if you play football, if you can qualify. Because getting a Stanford education, come on. But they were great with David Shaw as their head coach, but yeah, no. Stanford is a no. There we go. 2-0. Come on, Spencer. Be picky here. Just get on base. Just find a way to get on base. We need base runners. Now on top of the 7th. There you go. Portland Sea Dogs. I would love to. It's the Worcester Red Sox or something. There's another one that's pretty close. There are a couple. There's a bunch of minor league teams around here. And honestly, that was a good pitch right on the corner. One thing that I would like to do this summer is I want to go to the Cape Cod leagues and go see the college kids. I think that would be cool. Like, I'm up here. I'd like to go see a Cape Cod League game. There you go. Leadoff walks. They will haunt. Let's go. Is it Marte? I don't have that up. Let me look. It's Fraley, then Marte, then Fairchild. Marte is the one out of that bunch I have the most hope for. Another weak gas ground ball. It was a 3-6-3 almost double play. Again, he's a singles hitter. It's so frustrating. He has no power anymore. All right, come on, Noelvi. Let's go. All right, I'm going to focus on this at bat for a minute. There you go. Down and away. Good take. I'm sitting dead red because he hasn't thrown any breaking stuff for a strike. Almost threw it away on the pickoff. Come on, Noelvi. Oh. Okay. It was a good slider. One pitch. Yeah, it was a strike. This is a big spot in the game, I feel like. Oh, nowhere near. Good. All right, 2-2. Come on. Honestly, 2-2 is a count I always used to like to steal on because the pitcher doesn't want to go 3-2. Was up at his eyes. As skied a million miles up. Caught by Arenado. Nope. You know, for these storms, we haven't gotten much. It started and then it stopped. We were supposed to get a whole bunch. So, anybody here, while I got you guys here, so 5-player map, Age of Steam on Tuesday. Any map specifically y'all want to see? You're not supposed to hear that. There you go. Cool. There we go. All right, Martini coming in for Fairchild, who's a lefty. That makes sense. Martini has not been great, but he is a lefty. Thoughts on the automated ball strike system? We need it. We've needed it since Eric Gregg times back in the 80s. Now, look, Greg Maddox and Glavine were amazing, but Eric Gregg helped them for sure. And nowadays, there are a lot of really bad umps. Let me rephrase that. The majority of umps are really good. Bringing in a lefty. All right. Yeah, I know, Rocky. That was an accident. No, I think getting a true automated ball strike system and just have the umps say what it is, I think is a great idea. I know not next year, but the year after, they're going to be going to a challenge system. But I feel like that's half-assed. If we have the technology that can adjust the strike zone for every batter, and it's accurate, why are we not implementing it? Like, that's just being obtuse. I realize the umpire union, yada, 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 whatever. And, pitch framing is a skill by the catchers. Get the calls right. That's all I want. Call it as it is. Anyway, so I feel strongly that a real automated ball strike system would be great. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I heard that the challenge system probably in 2 years. Which, the challenge system, again, I haven't seen it used in AAA because I haven't been to a AAA game. I've been to single A games recently, but that's it. Is basically the pitcher, catcher, hitter, and I think the manager can appeal, and it's like in tennis. Like, is the ball on the line or not? He just taps his hat and whatever. It's super quick. So I guess that's better than what we have, but man, it would be great to actually have just an automated pitch, ball strike. Baseball needs it. Yeah, sure. I mean, as a Tigers fan, I get the Jim Joyce thing. He blew the call. It happens. But at least now they could, challenge it. It's a bummer. But I feel like not Andres Galarraga. That's Big Cat. The pitcher. It was Galarraga, but different. Anyway, I I feel like he should get credited with an asterisk perfect game. Because it was a perfect game. Hi, Tony. Will we see me at Spiel this year? If I can get a place to stay, it's very likely. I don't have a room yet or a bed. So I would like to, but we'll see. Armando. That's it. Galarraga. That's it. Ah! Espinal pinch hit for the pinch hitter. So we burn Martini and fly out to right. Boo. Oh. Frustrating. So what do y'all want to talk about? What do you got? Questions wise, what do you got? Now that I've caught up with chat, we're watching the ball game. It's a between innings. Hey, Josh, what's up? When was the last Threads game you went to, Josh? It'd be cool if the Reds offense could show up, because the Cards soft underbelly is their bullpen. We're just not getting it done. The Reds offense for the most part has been pretty anemic. Outside of India for the last month, Ellie has had 2 hot streaks. He's young. He's 22. It's going to happen. To be expected. Marte just came back from suspension, so he's been non-existent. CES has been out for the year with a really weird broken wrist that wasn't then torn ligaments, whatever. Candelario's been started super slow and has started to come on. Now he's dealing with a bum knee, and pretty much everybody else for the Reds offense has been offensive. Now we have our utility infielder playing left field. Espinal moved to left field with Benson. Our normal right fielder now has moved to center. Okay. Well, guaranteed there's going to be a fly ball to left field. Espinal's only played left field twice. Today is his second. Ball finds you. It's going to happen. Oh, I hear you. I wouldn't want to give the owners money, Josh, but I also would like to see and support Ellie and the young kids. So there's that. Craig said, you said you like poker. I used to play professionally back in the day. Well, that was a wide strike there, but okay. Is that mostly all Hold'em? I kind of fell out of poker home games when Hold'em took over. I grew up playing Limit, playing 4-8 up to 8-16. And yeah, mostly Hold'em. I used to grind 12 to 16 tables online on Full Tilt back in the day, and then would play 5-10 live at the Wynn when it was the Wynn and not the Encore in Vegas when I lived there. Occasionally play at Bellagio or Caesars was dead back then. Venetian wasn't really that good. It was mostly those two. Aria didn't exist. And then now I just play 1-3 or 2-5. So we had at Encore here in Boston, Shangri-La for poker that isn't Vegas or LA before the pandemic. It was amazing to go and play at. The rake was reasonable. There were 44 tables. It was constantly busy. It was amazing. It was fantastic. Oh, nice. Perfectly positioned. Line drive right to steer on that one. Nice. Then the pandemic hit, came back from the pandemic, took a year for the poker room to open back up. The poker room slowly got taken over by slots. It moved 3 times. It's now into this side room that has, I think it's like 20, 23 tables. And the rake is now $12 a hand, max. It's $10 max and then 2 for the jackpot, which is criminal, outrageously expensive. And so recently, I was playing 2-5 at the Encore, which, where are you gonna go? And one of the players there just sat down and she was pulling out chips, and she pulled out a chip from Chasers, which is one of the 3 poker rooms just across the border in New Hampshire. Nice pitch. And I was like, oh, Chasers, I haven't been there since the pandemic. How is it? And she talked about it, that it was pretty good. The 1-3 game there, it's a $500 buy-in, max buy-in, and it's super soft. The last 3 sessions I've run like horribly bad, but it's super soft and the games are really good. So that's what I've been playing lately. There are 2 other rooms, which are Gates, which used to be Boston Billiards. That's where Rampage used to play at, and Corey Eyring, before Rampage blew up and Corey became a total degen. But the Gates really, it gets no traffic. They have a 1-2 and a 1-3, which makes no sense to me. But Chasers does too. Makes no sense to me. And then there's the Brook, which has a 1-2 game, with a $500 buy-in, but it's not great. So Chasers is pretty much where I play. This chip, you guys have seen it before, the one with the Greyhound on it. That is from the Brook, back when it was Greyhound Casino and Tavern. So, yeah. So there are effectively 4 casinos close, poker rooms. There's Encore, which I'll still go to on occasion, even though the rake is atrocious and management hates poker players. They actively wish they didn't have a poker room, but the Massachusetts Gaming Commission apparently forces them to, but it's terrible. I hate it. I don't want to support it. And again, talking about people you wouldn't piss on if they were on fire. That'd be management at Encore. Anyway, so there's that. Then there's the 3 poker rooms just across the border in New Hampshire, which are about 10 to 15 minutes further. It takes me about 17 minutes to get to Encore. It takes me about 30 minutes to go to any of the other 3. And then an hour and a half west of here, there is the MGM, which is a pretty good poker room, but it's an hour and a half. So that's not really an option when I have 4 other options close by. So anyway, that was a very long way of answering your question. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Shrey. Sorry, I went down a poker thing. Rabbit hole there. Let's see. Yeah, Shrey, I'll take a look at it when I'm done today. Heard online poker is unplayable now with all the bots and stuff people use, no money in it. I don't know. I play poker because I enjoy it. Online poker, grounded back to the pitcher. Online, it was a job. Like, I used to be pretty decent at it. Like, I look back at how I play. Like, I'm better now than I used to be back then. Like, poker's just advanced. But yeah, like, I can't play online here, so doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah. So I go and like I treat poker as a second income stream, honestly, and a hobby that I really enjoy. So honestly, if I'm not doing the show, I'm playing cards. That's it. I'd love to play some mixed games, but I don't know. Like PLO is popular up at some of the New Hampshire rooms and at Encore, but I'm not a fan of PLO. That's pot limit Omaha for the uninitiated. God, our offense is just not showing up at all today. Sorry, Tom. Said, did Edward change languages? He's only speaking poker and I'm missing 75% of the words. Yeah, I don't see us streaming Raw anytime soon since we accidentally streamed it. If you go look at, what was it? It was the second part 2 of the Weimar stream. Because that ended very quickly, which we thought might happen. So there's that. Shrey, do me a favor. Make sure you send me a link on Slack for that again, so I can bookmark it, please. I have not played chess in a very long time. Went to state in high school like that, but not ELO, like, no. Nothing like that. I was never great at chess. It's just not really my thing. Yeah, I mean, all this poker talk, like, I would like... So here's the thing that I've noticed is... Ooh, I got all up in his kitchen. Almost hit him. I don't do well on weekends. It's like the vibe. I don't know why. It makes no sense. But I have the history to prove it. Like, afternoon, weekday games, really good. They're not all old man coffees. Like, there's good action. But I'll be honest, all this talk of poker, now when I'm done with this, I might want to go play. I'm gonna blame y'all. If I do poorly, I'm gonna blame Josh specifically, and also Jakob and that. So just saying. So we'll see. Well, we're through 8, or, well, 7.5, and the Reds offense has scattered a monstrous 2 hits today. That's it. 2 hits. That's not good. Whew. So the only downside to like chasers, so I'm looking at it right now on the app. So, I mean, there, right? Is they only have 13 tables. All 13 are in play. They have 5 1-2 games. They have 4 1-3 games and 4 PLO games. And the wait list is 25 deep for the 1-3 game right now. And the problem is they can't open any more games. But I don't know. Maybe. Let me look at what Encore has going on right now. They have 15 1-3 games and 3 2-5 games, and the 1-3 list is 35 deep. But at least that one is. At least that list moves. So, we'll see. All right, Jakob, you were absolved of making me play No Limit. That's fair. All right, Josh says, have you ever played any of the CDGs from GMT? I really like Twilight Struggle. That's my main relaxing tool. Yes, we streamed Twilight Struggle. We're going to stream it again. Also, we're going to be streaming Imperial Struggle this summer. as well as some others. Like I'd like to get Washington's War and stuff. We're on a coin kick lately, so Liberty or Death is going to be the next GMT. Then from there, I don't know, maybe Vijayanagara. Yeah, we'll see. We have some feelers out for with GMT, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's entirely possible. We'll see. Oh, that went straight up, still on the dirt, and melee got it. Nice. So let's see. Do poker players like Shadows over Camelot? Never played it. If I do well, I have to gift some Twitch subs, Rocky says. Well, let's put it this way. If I do go play cards tonight, it's just to make up for the downswing I'm on right now. Like it's been really, really ugly. I mean, it's been really bad. Not bad beat stories, just I'll give an example of how I'm running type thing. So King Queen suited, I open in mid position. We're, I don't know, 400 effective at 1-3. I've been pretty active. The only other real active player, 3 bets out of the blinds. I open, there's 2 limpers to me. I make it 15. Or there's 1 caller. He's in the blinds. He makes it 65. It's a big size, but okay. I call with King Queen suited. I thought about 4 betting. I'm sorry. Ace Queen suited. I apologize. Ace Queen suited. I thought about 4 betting, decided to just call in position. Everybody else folds. Flop comes Queen 6 deuce 2 diamonds. He fires for 75. I call. The turn is a 3rd diamond, but something low. He checks. I check behind. The river is another, I think paired the bottom card. He shoves. I call. He has Jack 7 of diamonds. It's been that kind of running. I mean, I could have 4-bet pre. I could have raised the flop. I could have shoved the turn, or no, I couldn't shove it. He's already there on the turn. But point is, I'm just running bad right now, so it's gonna turn around. I'm not worried about it. Just frustrating. So anyway, yeah, watching the Reds right now, awful. A lot like watching Tigers with their lack of offense. It's Jekyll and Hyde. The first and third game of the series, which was 3 days ago and yesterday, the offense was all over killing it, and we got shut out in game 2. Like we're getting shut out in game 4. So, yeah, we got 3 outs. We'll see how it goes. Any thoughts on War Room? I don't know War Room, Espen. Let me look. Which one? Oh, I guess that's an expansion for it. Yeah, I don't. Oh, the round. It didn't look appealing to me. That round map on it. I would try it, but it didn't initially ooh, I need to go try that. I still don't have a copy of Shores of Tripoli. I don't know why Kevin had, I mean, I'm a Marine. I should have. Wait, no, it's the other way. It's, is it Halsamontes? It's one of them. One of them I don't have, but yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's the other one that I don't have. So, awesome. Craig says that's my favorite CDG. Gets a ton of play with my Navy buddy. That's awesome. I dig that. All right, let's see if we can get to Helsley. Come on, boys. Griffdog says, speaking of coins, what are your thoughts on the different editions of Fire in the Lake? Number one is cheap on the used shelves at the local, friendly local game store. I don't know. I would have to dig into what the different editions, what the different printings or editions do. I'll tell you what, Griffdog, if you watch the stream on Tuesday, I will answer that question for you. I will try and figure that out. I don't know. I have the very original one, so. All right, Ellie, 100 right on the corner. You were doing nothing with that pitch. It's a good take. Fabio votes for Portugal for Age of Steam map because he's biased. Fair. Come on, Ellie. Oh, Jesus. Couldn't have hit it with a boat oar. Oh. That was a nasty pitch, but he throws 100 and then 84 that right in the dirt. Yeah, not our day, boys. A solo coin? I'm not motivated to do that. I have the people to play a coin, so I'm probably going to do that, Rocky. Playing the flowcharts doesn't appeal to me. It just doesn't. It really, really doesn't. All right, come on, Candelario. Oh, that's a filthy pitch. Good Lord. Yeah, I have no idea how people hit a baseball in majors. With stuff like that, come on. An 81 mile an hour curveball that buckled my knees and I'm sitting down. Like, look, I hate the cards. That was just a filthy ass pitch. Oh, that was just filth. 1-2. Slider in the dirt again. Something with the card bot, not the charts. Which, give me an example, Rocky. Give me an example of one that has that. And I'll see if I can, maybe I'll look into that. All right, find a way to get on base. Just. Come on, Spencer. He's got that curveball working. Oh, they're calling that a slider? Sure, it looked like a curveball, but... Yeah, cricket looks like fun. That's a game I don't understand the rules of, but I think is... I would be down to, like, watching. That's just... All right, Fire in the Lake has a card bot in the expansion. Okay, I'll look into it. I don't have the expansion, but I bet one of the guys does. Oh, he roped it! Right to the human vacuum cleaner at Arenado. He smoked the hell out of that. That was an easy double. Reds lose. Split the series 2-2. I mean, I'll take a split, a 2-game or a 4-game series split on the road. I can't be upset about that, but it's still, damn it. I hate the damn cards so much. So much. Gah! Oh well. Can't believe we didn't get a chance to really cheer outside of like some strikeouts for Hunter. That's not an entertaining, like, watch party-esque thing. Oh well. That's all right. Not our day. Craig says, I have to admit, my kids watch Bluey. Bluey? Fantastic. Awesome. I wish Bluey was a thing when we were kids. Anyway, there's an episode on cricket, which got me wanting to learn more. I dig that. I appreciate that. Okay, so Fire in the Lake has an expansion that introduces cards, but Gandhi probably is the one. All Bridges Burning also has one, but I think it's doing too niche a play for it to be the first. Okay, so the Gandhi one, is it in the base game, Rocky? Because I'm pretty sure one of the guys, I think John, maybe, has Gandhi, I think. But, yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap for today. That was fun. I mean, the game wasn't fun, but it was fun to, hang out. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Josh is like 12. He said, I'm jealous. I was born in 1990 in September. So he was 1 month old. I was 15. I remember going to my neighbor's house, having a broom, watching the game 4. I remember that. That was awesome. I also remember Eric Davis going yard in game 1. But yes, not your fault, Josh. Not your fault. That's cool. See? I knew John had Gandhi and All Bridges Burning. So, okay, it's in the base game. All right, cool. That works. I will check it out, Rocky. All right? So, last thing. I will reiterate. Here's this week's schedule. So, Tuesday, Age of Steam, 5-player, map to be determined. Wednesday, either the Epos unboxing or a top 10. Thursday is July 4th. Happy birthday to us seditious folk, i.e. America. It's July 4th. We're doing our ARCs pre-play of the campaign. Not on TV for you guys. However, Saturday, 3 streams. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3. Game 1 is going to start at 9 or 10 a.m. We're not 100% positive on that yet. Game 2 will follow sometime after that. And Game 3 will follow sometime after that. I will have definitives later on this week for you, but that is the schedule for this week. The rest of the stuff that's coming up soon, Pax Porfiriana, Coffee Traders with the expansion, Pagan from Capstone, Struggle of Empires is July 20th, Distilled Oath, Liberty or Death, and Epos. So there you go. That's it. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I will see y'all on Tuesday. Well, I'll do a weekly look ahead tomorrow, but I'll see you really on Tuesday. Cool. Yeah, that's it. What should you cook for dinner? It's Sunday night. It's crappy weather. What should you cook for dinner tonight? It's Sunday. It's kind of late in the day. Let's go somewhat easy. You know what? It's still summer, even if the weather's crappy. Why don't you grill some steaks? Throw a couple potatoes in the oven, a little baked potato action, some steaks. Why don't you do that? Netwilk, 9 a.m. Why do you hate Night Owls so much? Because we have 3 streams in one day. And we're trying to get the European crowd, too. So there's that. So, all right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care. And I will see y'all very, very soon. And by soon, I mean tomorrow. For the weekly look ahead, Tuesday. Tuesday for Age of Steam. Take care, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know if you like this. If you want to do this on occasion. All right. Later, y'all.